DJ BrewTube Beer Review! It's time to dive into a beer from Two Roads Brewing Company out of Stratford, Connecticut, US of A. Yay, yay! And we're going to have a fall seasonal from them. Yes, that's right, a pumpkin beer, no less. What pumpkin beer is it that we're going to have from them today? It's going to be a cellared one to boot. That's right, it's ROADSMary's Other Baby 2017 edition. As I mentioned, this is a pumpkin beer or yam beer, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's a limited serving. It clocks in at 9.3% ABV, and for the style, between 5 and 70 IBUs, if you can believe it. Pumpkin beers kind of range really widely in that sort of genre. Anywho, 4 adjuncts in this. First adjunct is what? You heard me say it's barrel aged. They're using Caribbean rum barrels. Now, ROADSMary's Baby, their other one, I think is aged in rum barrels also. That's a smaller beer. It's like a 6%er range. So this is kind of like the Mac Daddy of that, the imperialized version of ROADSMary's Baby. They're also using pumpkin, vanilla beans, and they're also using pumpkin spices. They don't say what they are, but traditional pumpkin spice, if you would buy it, pumpkin spice in a jar, ready to go, that would be ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, and allspice. So the big 5. Anyways, you know what? Enough flap my gums. As you can see, I'm down with some barrel-aged pumpkin beers. I've had some really good rum barrel-aged ones, you know, like our friend Rum Barrel-Aged Pumpkin, and, Rumpkin also. So, you know what? Enough, like I said, enough flap my gums. Let's crack the top on this crowler. I'm only going to have one beer tonight anyway. Get in the sniff air and tell you what's up with ROADSMary's Other Baby. Hell yes. Here we go. Pumpkin beer goodness. Now, who says you can't cellar a crowler? Look at that. Nice head forming, little soap sudsy, sound coming up like fizzy soda-ish. But that's all right. Let's get into it. Look at that. Head lasting, everything. So, talk about the appearance. It's a gorgeous amber orange fall sunset, like the last dregs of that sunset. A lot of ruby and red glints in there as well. It probably looks quite dark to you on camera, but trust me, it's ruby, orange, amber color. Wow, gorgeous. It had one finger head. We've settled down to a half finger, fading fast of khaki, tight, super tightly packed bubbles. When I swirl it, we're getting tons of alcohol like just gripping and clinging down on the inside of this glass. And look at that. That is a beautiful pumpkin beer in the glass, but it's pretty. It's got to smell good too. So let's dive in for that aroma. Right off the bat, rum, vanilla, good hit of cinnamon and nutmeg, spicy clove. You can smell some of that gourdy, buttery pumpkin. Man, this smells tasty. More rum wafting up, tons of vanilla, accentuated by the rum. Man, the spices are in balance. Lots of caramel sweetness in there as well. It's a well put together pumpkin brew. Aroma-wise, I've had regular ROADSMary's Baby, and I wasn't super impressed. It was tasty, but I wasn't like, wow, I gotta, buy a 6-pack of this. But you know what? We got this off the crowler station. Let's dive in and see how it tastes. It smells awesome without even a hint of alcohol in the aroma. Well, especially not after a year in the cellar. Let's dive in. Cheers! Wow. Yum. Right up in front, first thing you get is a nice, tastes like gold rum. If you had gold rum before, just drank it straight without doing it into a mixer. Tastes like a nice gold rum. After that, the vanilla comes in, cinnamon. After that, I'm getting clove. And then the back end finish is that of caramel and nutmeg. Super smooth. The 9.3% is completely hidden. There's a little bit of like raisiny taste in the back end as well, like rum soaked. Apropos, rum soaked raisins. I think that's the cellaring that's bringing that out. Maybe like the fruity esters. Sometimes you get raisins, sometimes you get cherries, depending upon the beer. But tons of caramel and toffee in this as well. Man, like some biscuity, like graham cracker taste going on. Maybe they hit this off with a little bit of Munich malt. I'm not sure. It's got a medium body to it, but this is crazy crushable. At 9.3%, this is like a stealth bomber. When I tasted this at the crowler station a year ago when I bought this, I fully intended to review it then. Just didn't happen. It had a little bit more rough of a rum bite to it. This has way less. This beer, kind of is all over the map in, ABV, but this 9.3% is super smooth, easy to drink. There's a little tiny warming in the chest, but I'm okay with that. But, man, this is a really tasty, well put together fall seasonal. Let me take another taste of it, and we will pass judgment or give it a grade, as it were. Yum. If you like rum and you like pumpkin pie, this is where it's at. This isn't as pumpkin pie like maybe as Schlafly pumpkin or Pumpkin is, but you can tell it's a pumpkin beer. The spices are in check. It's not a spice bomb. It's featuring more of the barrel and vanilla, which I'm cool with. And the spices and everything with a year of celery on it are more of a background player, but they're very balanced. And you can tell they had a deft hand when they put it in there, because you've all had shitty pumpkin beers. That's just one of those things that happens, and this is not that. This is very well made. Yum, bravo, Two Roads, good stuff. So, let's grade it. At time recording, Beer Advocate is giving this, now cumulatively, they don't, boil it down to a 2017 grade like Untapped does, but they're giving this 3.89 out of 5. So, I'd say that's high B+ to A- range. And Untapped is giving this 3.91 out of 5. So that's high A- verging into A for them. Let me take another taste and see what we say cellar. That's very well done. 96. That's an A-level beer. It's cellared like a champ. There's not a hint of oxidation on it, anything like that. No off flavors, but super balanced, super smooth, and super stealthy 9.3%. Damn. Anyways, have you had Two Roads Brewing Company's ROADSMary's Other Baby, any vintage? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. I also really like it when you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. Also, when you support the Sun Devils, Forks Up and all that stuff. That's awesome, too. Just a little side note. Anywho, craft beer movement, I'm supporting that. Also, if you do me a big favor and rate, comment, subscribe, especially if this is your first time with us. And if you can get around to it and help me push out those Google metrics all up into the stratosphere, and kind of consider maybe smashing that like button, because that, along with one growler of ROADSMary's Other Baby, is all I'm going to need to put my big-ass vintage beer drinking happy face on. So the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a hell bunch of Two Roads beer drinking love for you, and you know what's coming for you by now. Hell yes, that's right, a big-ass pizza!